Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Let's start this. Good morning. Oh, Squirrely McBurley, what's up? Good morning. Locked out for the day on a loss. Negative 100. Oh, that's, that's absolutely okay. That's fine. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Ivan. Hey, and Green is back. Welcome, Green and Jerry. We're gonna long everything. Don't worry. Full porting. Tommy me. Good to see you. Olisha. Good morning. Mr. Andy Wilkes. Oh, Mr. Andy Wilkie Sue. Good morning. Trader Monk. Welcome. Good morning. You're good. Ron. What's happening? You held an NQ short from pre-market. Wow. How did you do that, man? Oh, yeah, you didn't. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh, yeah. That would have been good. Yeah, sorry. CS60, good morning. Hello. And Danish Ahmed entered the building. Welcome. Yeah, I imagine. Well, if you would have done that. I mean, look at the move, by the way. Amazing, right? Yesterday was absolutely amazing. Marco, yeah, you didn't. Marco, good to see you, man. How's everybody? Yeah, what a drop yesterday, right? From London high all the way down to Asia low. What was the distance here? 600 points. Amazing. Amazing. I was checking the levels on the 15 and the 5-minute charts. I haven't seen anything. So no proper levels, nowhere, nothing. I really didn't see anything that we can go with. Other than we have an Asia high, and so far that's it. Nothing more. But don't worry. Help is here. And also gold. The only level of liquidity that I see on gold is this 5-minute fair value gap higher. This one. Right here. So that's a 5-minute CB. 5 minute slash 15-minute CB right there. And that is all. That's all we have. Maybe I will try to go long on this. Who knows? I mean, why not? Actually, the entry is not that bad. Almost good for a trade here. Yeah, 57.3. 57. Alright, I think it can go. 57.2 maybe. Where does it start actually? High is 57.6. Alright, let's go. I took a small long entry only with 2 micros on gold just to see how this one is gonna go, because there's no other level of liquidity that I see there. So who knows? I just blew an account to go full port on Eval. Oh, revenge trading. Jerry, man, that does happen. I don't use TradeAway, but actually I will use it on TRADEIFY because I grabbed an account with TRADEIFY, actually 2, So the way I'm gonna use TradeAway is I'm not gonna use it through Quant Hour. I'm going to use it with the trade copier, which is going to be Trade Syncer. It's going to be quite an interesting experiment. I'm going to be using a master account in Quant Tower, and I'm going to copy trade that to TRADEIFY's TradeAway account. Two options with NQ: chop or slight recovery. Yeah, exactly the way I think. What do you think about the new BMW M car being electric? Ugh, I don't like it. It's very wrong. It's a very, very wrong thing that they're doing. Exactly. Scrolly McBurley. Exactly. M cars are always invoke emotions. Electric cars don't have that. Exactly. Electric cars have zero emotion. They are just soulless. I mean, sorry. I don't want to insult anyone who has electric cars because they are very useful, I know. And I know people do love them very much. But the BMW M division just lost their way. So that's all I can tell you. It's never going to be the same again. So at least I'm grateful for the universe that I could live in an era where BMW was still making the good best cars of their prime. And I don't want to be the part of, I don't want to see their downfall. But it seems like BMW has started the downfall already. As I said, they started to build refrigerators now. So, yeah. Elevator, yeah. Malo! Let's make some gains. Exactly. How do I get the PWT indicator on TradeAway? I don't know. I just use horizontal lines. That's it. I just use simple horizontal lines. I don't have an indicator for that. I always do this manually. You know, I put a line here. I have a template. Previous day high. That's it. I always do this manually every morning. Hey, what's up, Ollie? Longing NQ? Not a bad idea, actually. We just picked up liquidity from this 15-minute fair value gap. The thing is that previous day low is basically an Asia low. So we might just gonna get an Asia sweep before going higher. The only thing I was kind of checking is this gold here with that 5-minute CB up there, but that is it. Oh yeah, we had that shift. Good morning, Robert. Hey, Robert Gallas, welcome. Yeah, I mean, performance-wise, it's okay, but it looks very ugly. The new M3 and M4 is just a disgrace, I think. I just don't like it. I mean, the design, I don't know. I guess I can get used to it, and obviously I wouldn't cry if I would have one. That's true, but it's just definitely not the way that I imagined it will go. But yeah. Designer said he doesn't care. The same thing happened, by the way, back in 2002 when Chris Bangle, I mean, not personally himself, because everybody thinks that Chris Bangle was the one who draw the cars, but he was not the one who draw the cars. Actually, there was different designers who actually made the final drawings of these cars. Chris Bangle was just the one who actually gave the go-ahead for these drawings. But back in the years, like in 2002, when the E65 and the E60 came out, everybody was hating BMW. So the whole world was actually hating BMW for the E65. And nowadays, look at that. Now, car collectors are looking for the E65, and now looks like E60s as well, in the ones which are in great condition. I'm sorry, it's not trading related, but yeah. So the world is changing. I can imagine the same situation with the current generation. You will have one. Hey, Austin, good to see you. Yannick's, welcome. Cars are hybrid. Yeah. I've sold a couple of new M5s recently. Ah, really? Only thing is they are too heavy. Yeah. As I said, I wouldn't be crying if I would have a new M5. Obviously, I would be super happy that I have a new M5. It's just the way that they look. It's just very hard for me to get used to. I mean, the hybrid system, as long as they still have the original engine, or not the original, but internal combustion engines, and I mean that's cool. But you know, it's getting hard to used to it. Farhad, hey, good to see you, man. How you doing? I live in Germany. I don't even have the infrastructure to load my hybrid. I see. You made 210 on that short. Nice. Oh, sorry. Let me get back to NQ. Congratulations, Danish Ahmed. Nice job. That is perfectly enough. You know, it's perfectly enough for on a Friday to walk away. The early ones are ugly. I had an early version, the first version of, I had the 2003 E65. We called it pig nose. It like looked like a pig or something with those headlights. I don't know. So actually we called it the pig 7 series because it looked like a pig, in my opinion. But I liked it. I liked it, you know. It got some getting used to. I have a 730 diesel, and it was a very good engine. The 30 diesel, and everybody here in Europe, by the way, especially here in Hungary, everybody was after the 30 diesel engine. The M57, I think, I don't know the code. But everybody was buying the 30 diesel engine. Everybody. Like I had a friend at a BMW dealership back at the time he was working there, and he told me like 10-12 years ago that everybody is buying diesel engine. Like very rarely somebody buys a gasoline engine. Everybody was buying diesel engine. Nobody cared about the petrol, the gasoline engine. Nobody. Just diesel. CB targets is quite different than zones. Yes. Those are fair value gaps basically. Yes, it's good for you know, if you're using the 2022 entry model, Jerry. Those are still good for liquidity sweeps, so that can be utilized as liquidity sweep, which is awesome. It's good for the checklist criteria. If you're looking for an entry, for example, I don't know. Let me show you an example to use them as a possible checklist. I mean, let's just look at this. It's not a perfect one, but here's a fair value gap. Here's a fair value gap, Jerry. This one right there. If you're looking for a short, and I'm just using it for the example. First checklist, these candles picking up liquidity from this fair value gap, and then we have the market structure shift. Boom. So if you're looking for a continuation, then here's your trade based on the 2022 entry model, right? Here's your short entry, or you can wait for the optimal trade entry based on the swing, maybe somewhere here. So yeah, it's definitely good to use those. E63 is still ugly. I had an I had an E64, the Cabrio. I had an E64. Yeah, that's a beautiful car. Scrolly McGrolly. I like the E60. I like to drive it still. Good morning, Paul. Yeah, NFP, the tariffs are starting. So we'll see how it goes, right? My Mercedes is like 2.2 tons. But hey, at least the horsepower can compensate that. Tariffs have been pushed out till next week? Really? I thought it's gonna start today. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Nice. I have multiple funded accounts now. Let's go, vibes. I have the M57 on your X5. Yeah. Well, I don't have that engine. I mean, I was driving that. That engine was in my 730 diesel, and I have a 530 diesel too, E60. But now this one that I have, this is the not too good engine, the N53. That's the issue. Like, it's still, I mean, it has the high pressure fuel system. That's the worst part of the engine. But at least it doesn't have a turbo still. So it's still, the N54 has the turbo, but my engine is still the N53 right now. But the mechanics at the shop are saying that I'm definitely going to have issues with the high pressure fuel system on these ones. Otherwise, if I do the oil change regularly and I don't do crazy stuff with the car, this engine should be working fine. Calling out the massive short. I didn't call out the massive short, did I? I don't think I did. I mean, oh yeah, at the market open. Yeah. That's a bulletproof engine. The M57 is by far the most bulletproof engine that BMW ever did. And by the way, I don't know if you knew that, but the M57 engine has been engineered by Hungarian engineers. I mean, the original M57 engine has been invented and designed, also engineered, partially by Hungarian engineers. And I think it has won in 2003. It has won the best engine award in the world, something like that. I'm sorry we're talking about these stuff, but there's nothing to do with NQ. If you see anything, let me know, because this is maybe the worst price action this week on London session. So, yo, Shenanigan, what's up? Oh, RSQ8, Jesus, Simon. Oh, I wish I could try that. Oh my god, that car. RSQ8, man. I wish I could drive that car. Congratulations for it, Simon. That is awesome. Oh, Project X were having issues. I heard about that, Shenanigan. Sorry about that, man. That sucks, I know. Took profit 5 minutes before top step crash. Jesus. You want my cylinder? Yes, yeah. I mean, at least at those era, that kind of, I mean, you know, when BMW started to use turbos with the high pressure fuel system in their engines, those turbos were failed. You know, they were doomed to fail. All of those, no exception. So when I'm looking for a BMW from that era, I already know. So my first question is, when had the turbo been replaced or upgraded or whatever? Because there's zero exception that those turbos are going to fail. So when I'm looking for a used car, that's already a fact that that turbo is doomed. BMW was technically experimenting with those engines back in the years. Now, hopefully, they're doing better. News story has been the tariffs starts today, 10 hours ago. Oh man, I can't follow what's happening with the tariffs. I don't think there's going to be too much difference in price action if the tariff would start today or next week, since we never got the N53. Really? Well, I thought you got the N53. Or you only got the N54 with the turbo. Huh, maybe. Basically, they are both the same engines. The only difference is the turbo. The N54 is basically the N53 with the extra turbo. That is it. Yeah. The M57 exactly were partially engineered by Hungarians. I'm gonna find the article somewhere, but that was in 2003, and they won an award for that too. I did a lot of research. Hey Shai, what's up? No, nothing. Nothing is happening. Look at, we're on the 5-minute time frame, and just look at this. Absolutely horrendously bad. I mean, what can we do here, right? I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be looking for a possible scalp, maybe to Asia high. It's like in a fair distance for 60 points up there. So I'm just gonna go down to the 1-minute chart. If we see something, I might jump in, but I'm gonna wait. The Asia low and Asia high is still a good target, but I need to see some proper displacement. Maybe I can go crazy and chase the price a little bit to Asia low or Asia high, but since like now we're just sideways action here. Exactly. Yeah, I heard that. They BMW never fixed that. Exactly, Squirrely McBurley. They told me, so I I had a F01, so F017 series, the 740. I had that car, the F01 740, which has the N54. I was also having troubles with the high pressure fuel system, and they told me that everybody with no without exception, bringing the cars with the same issue. Everybody was having issues with the injectors, the fuel injectors, and not just that. I think something about the wiring. I don't know. Okay, good morning. Yeah, probably not the best idea to trade this. I agree. I agree. High pressure fuel pump, exactly. Exactly. And the fuel pump, actually, they told me they're not just one fuel pump, but the system is designed, you know, why not overcomplicate everything? Because the Germans, German engineering is really good, but in this particular case, in that series, they put 3 separate fuel pumps into the high pressure system. So 3 separate fuel pumps from the back to from the rear to the front, and in the fuel line there is 3 separate pumps, and all those pumps, they told me, are going to fail, and each of those pumps costs around $1,000. So when the whole system is failing, you need to change all the 3 pumps, which is just $3,000, just the part plus labor. So, and they are doomed to fail also. To keep the things, yeah. Those are prone to fail, exactly, Ali. TopStep said it was an external issue. Interesting, they're saying it's an external issue because they own Project X. Basically, it's their own platform. So interesting, very interesting. Feels like it used to be a mini version instead of trend trader. Seems like Wong. Seems like, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't feeling that particular FOMO yesterday. Yeah, Simon. I think, by the way, tariffs are not going to. The market is already priced in for that. That's what I think. I think that the market is priced in for the tariffs. I don't see a huge difference or a possible difference in price action, even if tariffs would start today or next week. I think. Hey, Yojim Lab, hello. Well, that was when I still had some money. That was back in 2000. 2000 when I was having the F. Yeah, that was back in 2018, 2019. I was having F01, but that car was 10 years old already. But I love that car. I had to sell it because I went broke. That was the issue. I actually went financially broke, totally, and I had to sell it. Data feed going. They said so. The data feed that's going into Project X, that caused the issue. I don't know. Depends on where do they get the data. Interruptions in their data connection with CQG. Huh. Wow. That's interesting. Everybody was looking for long positions. Yeah, most likely Kwong. Yeah, they're not used to this. Yeah, okay. I mean, we all aware that these technical issues can come up any moment, anytime. Unfortunately, it's a thing, but nothing we can do. Yeah. Look at this. Are we gonna? How far is Asia low? By the way, it's not far. It's like 40 points. Are we gonna have a displacement here before London? Kind of wondering. Bulenox didn't have a problem. That's awesome. That's cool. I actually, I'm having trade day accounts with Project X, but I haven't traded them yesterday. But so far, no issues. So I gotta say this. So, on trade day, I use Project X, the connection because Quant Tower can connect. I had no issue. Oh, look at that. Are we going down here? Let me check if I can take this trade. What is this? Why is this disconnected? I'll have to take this trade. Quite interested. Yeah, it's not a bad price action. 64. We have a potential to go lower here. Why is my take profit trader disconnected? I don't know. Maybe it still wants to go down. So far, it seems like it might want to go down. I still have BMW. I mean, I owe the E60 one, the E60 525i with the N53 engine. E60 525. Oh yeah, yeah, Kwang, I understand. Okay. Back to 80% again? I gotta check that. Is Apex back to 80% again? Gotta check their page. Oh yeah, it's back to 80%. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Apex is back to 80%. Let's see. Apex. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with TOMSABO. Basically, it's Project X, but I don't know about these issues. Yeah. Trader rate is better. Yeah. I don't know why the bearish turn. I guess we just needed a healthy correction anyways. So, no, I closed down the gold trade. It was a small position. I closed it. I closed it down. As you can see it. Boom. Was not a good... I mean, I was hoping that it will go. It just didn't, so I'm not forcing it now. Just had to close it. Not much we can do, right? Yeah, it's tempting to go with the short on NQ. We'll see what happens. No, Simon, but I heard people sometimes use it. Oh, the London Open. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Kwang. I agree. Yeah, it could be. I'm also watching ES on my other screen here. It might go lower. We'll see what happens. Actually, I'm going to put an alert, so we will know if ES goes down, because then we have to watch NQ. Up 733. Let's go, Ollie. Yeah, you don't have to push it when the market is not showing you that entry. Get some big trades. You will sell me what? A G90? Come on. Good discount. A full tank of fuel, man. Simon, I would be. Oh man. Now the desk is rising, Simon. The desk is rising. I try my best, you know. Up for the challenge anytime. Yeah, earnings, of course. Yeah, how about earnings? I haven't checked. Yesterday was 2 big companies, I think. Good morning from Bali. Hey, Martin. Good to see you. TOMSABO is super buggy. Maybe that's not the proper approach for TOMSABO. Can't you? Hey. Yeah. Which gold contract should I be using on TradeAway? I think we're already on the volume is already trading bigger on the new contract. I'm still on the old contract. ES going down. Apple and Amazon, yeah. Forgot Apple and Amazon. Slow day for now. Slow London, pre-London. Okay, so far we're stopped here. ES doesn't really want to go lower. Not yet, at least. Asia low is close on ES, but it doesn't really want to take it. So NQ is just hovering here as well. Or you're scalping it the way down. Nice. Let's go, Austin. That is an excellent job. That is excellent. Oh, I have to update this. 80% off at Apex currently. If Apex is down 80%, then maybe Bulenox will go down to 83. That's what they usually do. Okay, gold is still here. Nothing on the 5-minute. No levels that I like down here. I'm still gonna wait. If it maybe it's gonna make a sweep below the 340 and then go higher. Who knows? Boom banana, hey. How's it going? All good. I hope you had a good day yesterday. At least the price was moving in quite a big range. Oh, TRADEIFY sale might be off right now. Okay, still going sideways. Not much so far. ES seemingly wants to give one more push to the downside. If it will, maybe NQ will drop a little bit more as well. Andy B, hey, good to see you. Any props you recommend that have no activation fee, having sales? Well, every sale has ended yesterday. I mean, now we have the new month. But MyFundedFutures, first time purchase, you still get 50% of any account. If you're a brand new user at MyFundedFutures, you still get 50% off, but only for one time. I mean, not just for the first month, for the recurring months too, but only if you're a brand new user. And there's no activation fee. Otherwise, the Take Profit Trader, no fee, no activation fee, and 40% off promo is still on. Also, Take Profit Trader added a little bit extra. You get a refund of your initial test account price on your first withdrawal. So again, on your first withdrawal, they're going to refund you your test account price. So 40% off, no activation fee with Take Profit Trader, as I can tell you. And you get a chance. I mean, if you can make it to the first withdrawal, they're going to refund you the price of the test account, which is not that bad actually. So that's kind of cool. Otherwise, with no activation fees, TRADEIFY has no activation fee. So you can try TRADEIFY. They still have some good deals. I think the 35% is still on the growth accounts. Those are a good deal. And otherwise, what do we have? Apex is back to 8%. Yeah, but there's activation fee. Anyways, so Take Profit Trader, MyFundedFutures if you're brand new with MyFundedFutures, or TRADEIFY. Karsten, hey Karsten, what's up? Good to see you, man. I was the week so far was good. I managed to make a withdrawal yesterday. I'm gonna count this for this month. $1,200 from MyFundedFutures yesterday live on MyFunded TV. So starting the month good. Hey, absolutely, Karsten. Ah, you bought the MyFundedFutures TPT. Nah, oh my God. Thank you, Karsten. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, man. Oh man, I appreciate it very much. Yeah, test them, see which fits you the best. I wish you all the best, all the good, and you know, stay safe. Get those funded accounts, and good luck with the accounts. There's no activation fee with TRADEIFY, I think. At least not on the. Yeah, no activation fee. Yeah, the only account with an activation fee is the advanced sim funded account, but otherwise, there's no activation fee. The no activation fee for the growth challenge and the lightning funded accounts. Yeah, so the growth accounts have no activation fees. Yeah, the lightning funded account, by the way, if you want to skip the evaluation phase, the lightning funded account is absolutely seems like a solid choice. End of day trailing and everything. Did MyFundedFutures also give you a special streamer discount? Matt was talking about he'll have sales for the entire month for his stream by... No, not yet. No, there is some talks about this. So I'm gonna have something I cannot tell you yet, but stay tuned. Stefan, hey, good morning. Ah, nice. You're doing reverse. Nice. Well, I mean, it can be happening. So far, ES is, I mean, seemingly wants to go back. So we'll see. It was close to the downside. That's true. Yeah, sure. Extraordinary Cave Trader. Let me know the question. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a double bottom or not. ES is now repricing just like NQ. I mean, ES has that 5-minute gap there. Could be picking up some orders, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, gold is down there. ES seemingly still repricing. Could be London. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, it's definitely gonna be fun, Kwang. It's gonna be super fun. 7 a.m. New York session, yeah. No, how MyFundedFutures says no activation? Yes. If you don't pass evaluation, do you have to pay an activation fee for not passing? No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You never have to pay activation fee at MyFundedFutures under no circumstances. They absolutely waved goodbye completely to activation fees. So if you don't pass evaluation, you don't need to pay anything. Obviously, if you keep the account, if you keep the subscription, you're gonna get rebuilt, but obviously that's not for activation. You're just gonna get a reset, right? But nothing, no such thing like activation fee at all. MyFundedFutures. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, exactly. So don't worry about that. We're in the macro, by the way, pre-London. Pre-London now. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm watching ES as well. If ES would try to maybe take the Asia lows, that would be an interesting move. But it could be repricing all the way up, maybe even going for Asia high. Who knows? The macro can change anything, and we still have quite a few minutes until London Open. So locked out your Project X. Yeah, that's a good thing, actually. Don't give back profits. Don't give it back. Still have 7 minutes. I'm not expecting anything. I can actually imagine that this one's just going to pop higher. Seemingly ES also wants to do that. There could be some trend line liquidity maybe on this area. Going back all the way to the 300s, who knows? But we'll see. We shall see, right? We shall see. Hey, fish lips. Up 950. Nice. Scalping it. Let's go. Yeah, the micro, you can do some crazy stuff with low risk. Definitely a good thing. I'm watching ES to see what's it doing. Interesting moves here, by the way. Would be interesting to see what's gonna happen. What's ES doing right now? ES seemingly wants to go lower. NQ wants to go lower. I mean, it's not that far. If the London Open will bring down NQ, but gotta watch out for that SMT, you know. Maybe it wants to do it. We could break April lows. Really? What? This here? 16? I mean, Jesus, do you think so? What do we need to go down there super fast? I guess we need some momentum. I mean, we saw some crazy stuff happening, right? Trump. Well, I think the price, you know, by this time of the year, no, I just wanted to say, Bailey, that I think that the market is already priced in for the tariffs. I think nobody really cares too much. I mean, not that they don't care too much, but the market now knows what to expect, I think. But we'll see. So even if it starts today or next week, the tariffs, I don't think it's gonna do any difference. Like on the same day, tariffs plus war, maybe. I mean, slowly, but not like in a few days, but maybe throughout the weeks and months, maybe. But should not be that significant in a day or two. Oh yeah. If Fed starts to do that, that's definitely gonna affect the market. I think the Fed is gonna do something in September, maybe. There's a good chance. Yeah, I think Powell cannot delay this for too long now. He must do something. So when does that news come out? No news about that. I mean, right now the tariffs are effective today or next week. People are sick. Yeah, so I'm not, obviously I don't know too much about economics and I don't want to comment on fundamentals, but you know, in my understanding, the tariffs are basically gonna get paid by the consumer, right? So if you're buying something, for example, a German car, which has been imported from Germany to the US, and Trump is saying that Germany is going to get taxed 15%, it's not Germany who is actually eating that tariff, in my understanding. And this is without any political stuff here. The consumer is going to pay that price because the dealerships, the manufacturer, the dealerships are going to build that price into the car. So the consumer have to pay, and this is just a small example, for that extra 15%. It's not the country, not Germany is going to pay for it. Not Germany is going to eat that tariff. The consumer has to pay for it. This is just the way I understand it. Maybe I know this wrong, but maybe I'm wrong. That's what I think. Just an example. Good morning, Abyss. Hey, good to see you. Exactly. Exactly, Kwong. Yeah. Exactly. No rate change. Well, that's the case. That's also an idea. Yeah, thanks, Tom. Yeah, that's also a version. The problem is that they're so slow. Yeah, like Trump is saying. Am I correct? Okay, thank you, Karsten. So that's what I think. And I'm not, so please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying something about Trump here because I don't want to go into politics. It's just basic, understanding of how the tariffs look like. If there's a 15% tariff on the European Union products, in this example, for example, a Mercedes car, and the dealership is going to put that price into the final price of the car, and the consumer is the one who has to pay it. And but so far, I've seen comments. For example, President Trump was saying that, I'm quoting him, he said, those countries are going to eat that tariff. I respectfully disagree with that. Those countries are not going to eat that tariff. How would they eat that? The consumer is going to eat that tariff at the end. It doesn't matter which product are we talking about. If there is a tariff war, always the consumer is the one who's going to pay at the end. That's why it's a little bit dangerous ground in my understanding. If the consumer has to pay more, the consumer is going to left with less money to spend. But anyway, I'm putting myself into a spiral here, and I don't know much about economics, so I don't want to go further with that observation. But oh, look at that, ES is now going down. Are we going to see the SMT? I think we might do. Let's see. I'm watching ES. And there you go. ES actually made it. Okay, so now ES is down there. Is there going to be an SMT? Are we going to see a bounce on NQ? This is dangerous ground here. $200+ billion tariffs. That's actually one of the highest unemployment rate in Europe. In my country at the moment, we are a rich country. Yeah, unemployment rate is going here as well. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kay. Yeah. The tax on the consumer. Yeah. Business that will have to eat it, or the consumer. The businesses are not going to eat that tariff. That's for sure. Businesses are not going to give their profits away because of tariffs. It'll cause people to look at buying domestic vehicles, which is what they wanted all along. Yeah, that's also. You go to CME Fed Watch. Oh, look at that. Are we going down? Hold on, I'm just still kind of watching this price action. Is this gonna take this level out? What's the low point of the mini? 3150. Watch for the bounce. Negative 2% day. We'll see. NQ so far is doing the bounce. Maybe even gonna do a bullish breaker, who knows? Bouncing nicely. Anyway, target reached, let's go. It always goes up pre-market and crashes. Yeah, it could be. Lows too. Can you tell your thoughts on one-to-one risk reward? Well, I mean, the one-to-one risk reward is actually a good thing. Obviously, you got to make sure that the win ratio stays above 50%. That's the main thing about this Steam. So there's nothing wrong with the one-to-one risk reward. Obviously, you got to always make sure, but you already know that your take profit is at least the same amount as your stop loss, right? Gold looks ready to dump. NQ still down there. Economy, or where the market is going. Exactly, Jamie. I mean, these are just, you know, we're just talking out loud, guessing. That's it. Exactly, Jamie. So it's hard to predict because it's like uncharted territory almost. How the economy is going to respond to this, we'll see, I guess. All right. Anyway. NQ is still there. Can we get a London low? It might go for it. It doesn't need much. It's 10 points. Not sure if NQ wants it or not. Again, it's not too much. It's just what's the low there? 3150. I think it can go for it. Yeah, look at that. I think it wants it. Other than that, without even getting to the London, oh sorry, the Asia low here. There's, I mean, I don't have a plan until it has been taken out or not to go for a long position. It's just super close, so I think it should be taking it out. Just a few points. Yeah, I think it's gonna go for it now. It would be crazy to see if this one would bounce back just one tick before that level. Look at that, it's teasing that level. I think it should be busting through. Very close. It's about time the market calm down. Yeah, it's maybe not even enough. It should be coming down furthermore. Similar to 2008? That would be wild. Hey, absolutely, Abyss. No problem. No. No, no, no. It's fine. You're OG. You're okay. I know it's stressful. Yeah. That's why we're here. We can share our pain, our struggles, everything. Got your 20 points. Let's go. Done for London. Yeah. Kelly, hey, good morning. What did I do? I called the market makers. That's what I always do. I called them. I told them what we're looking for. So finally, they put down the price. I did what I could. I did what I could. Yeah. Yonex is long at 2:30. All right. The thing is, if I look to the left, there's nothing there. Nothing even on the 15-minute chart that interests me. Absolutely nothing. So if it goes, it should be going a lot. If not, then I'm not sure. There's not much happening up there either. There's definitely lots of liquidity. If you go to the 4-hour, look at that. Look at all this. I'm not trading with trend lines, but look at this here on the 4-hour. Four-hour trend line. Quite amazing. There's a swing there. There's definitely liquidity down here, especially here at 146. Yeah, it's bouncing back maybe. Just hovering around this area. Man, how far is this gonna go down? What is gold doing? Okay, gold is still holding the midnight area here. Not much to reprice here. If it start to go higher, I would be watching for that 15-minute CB up there. That's something I would be looking into. Why do I have this connection issue? I have to reconnect. Gold is okay right now. Yeah, let's see if it's gonna shift to the upside. NQ is still there. How far is it from that 4-hour trend line? 100 points. Why do I feel like it can still drop? Yeah, charts are definitely a little bit ugly. If you look at one chart, we are due for a retrace. Yeah, let's look at the monthly chart. Definitely, and look at this candle here on April. Even if you look at the mid-level, like the consequent encroachment area, somewhere above 18,000, and we have this inversion gap here, starting at 21. Where does it start? Hold on. At 21,377. Even if you're just looking at the previous month low, 22,582. Fair value gaps. Are we really ready for a fall here? Oh, and look at the weekly. Beautiful. The weekly and the monthly fair value gap is at 22,582. Is this really gonna go down? Huh. I think it might just want to. Newsmac Boots, hey, good to see you back. Sabotage, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, it can go down to the 30s for sure. ES can definitely do that. $159. Not a bad area. Yeah. Perfect trap. Perfect time to flush everything. Yeah, everybody was absolutely risk on. And now it's time to flush. You have a 7-week-old baby that you're feeding. I gotta give you an applause for that. Congratulations for the baby. That is awesome, man. Mm-mm-mm. 7 weeks. Oh my god. That's so tiny. Tiny baby. Alright, what are we looking for here? NQ still going down. Gold. Even gold is going down. But really, in terms of targets, I don't see anything. Nothing here as well. This has been destroyed. Okay. Nothing. All we can do is observe how NQ is going to go lower and lower without having any bounce here. We know how this goes, right? Special time, exactly. Will there be a new MyFunded 50% off code? I'm not sure. The new promo is not out yet. The only thing that's still on, as far as I know, is if you're a brand new customer with MyFundedFutures, you can get it. But otherwise, still no news about the August promo. I think they're going to be out with it today or by the weekend. So I don't know yet. I don't know, Roman. Is it gonna chop? I'm actually looking for a bounce. I'm looking for a bounce, but like, yeah, I can imagine a bounce all the way, like at least 100 points. No, at least no, not 100 points. Sorry, 30 points. I was watching the tick number, like 50 points, 30 points. I would be looking for that, but otherwise nothing. Don't stress it, Yanix. Oh, Abyss, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, don't catch the falling knife. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Maybe here a little bit. Yeah, maybe it's gonna bounce. Should have held it, but Ollie, that's the beauty of trading. Kelly says long. Gold is still holding the position here. I don't know if that's good for longs or good for shorts. Some sort of accumulation is happening here. If it starts to shift higher, I'll be jumping into a gold long position. But otherwise, let me get this off here. Otherwise, nothing. Let's look to the left for a possible swing low. What's this here? That's the lunch hour low. I think it wants to take that. How far is that? 193. Did it go for it? Almost. Almost. Orders disappearing now. Oh, look at that. Now it's just dropping again, taking out that lunch hour low. Huh. But anyways, even if we're going down, just watch out for the bounce. You know, it can definitely bounce up 30 points any second. Look at this. Boom. Just going down. Absolutely mental. Okay, gold might be going up. Yeah, look at this. It's going. Wow. Okay, 50-minute chart. What do we have? No fair value gap, nothing on the downside. This is a New York AM session low from the 23rd. And that's also a New York AM session low down here. Curry Fishbowl just got back. Where have you been, man? 2.25 in ES. But yeah, what you took it with 3 minis. That's more than enough, right? He makes the Zoolander blue still face. That's awesome. Oh, he should be cute. He must be cute, sorry. He must be cute. Oh, you went lunch with your friends. Nice. All right. All right. Okay. All is forgiven, Curry Fishbowl. Itwip, good morning. We stopped 6,300. Think so? Yes, is going for the 63. Oh, man. Oh, I see something not too good. I mean, somewhat good. But this is also a possible. No, not really. Not really. I thought that I'd see a bullish order block. Man, I do see a bullish order block. Oh. Okay, on ES. Down there. On the 1 hour chart. 307. That's a zone there. That is a zone. And we have it on the 1 hour on ES. Okay. That's interesting. $210 then more. Yeah, the whole numbers are definitely, you know, some they do have not something like like a magnet. They do attract price. Whenever there is a nice whole number on any of these markets, price loves it. Buy orders coming. They're gonna get destroyed, I feel like it. Those buy orders, I think they're gonna get destroyed. Yeah. I mean, that's what I think. It now feels like it could be a possible reversal. But otherwise, I think it just wants to go lower. It's definitely dangerous. Yeah, one more leg down. Gotta wait. It's going to bounce. Yeah, if delta is neutral, well, I'm not using the delta, but if it's neutral, then anything can happen. As usual, Roman. Reverse or reverse or go lower. A coin flip, right? The thing is, if ES starts to keep dropping onto that, down to that 1 hour order block, so 1 hour bullish order block down there. If ES wants to go for it, NQ is gonna yeah, NQ is gonna have a hard time. And these are two New York AM session lows. I have no positions on. Nothing. This does look interesting, yeah. Chaz, yeah. Have a good weekend. Yeah, no problem with that, Chaz. You know why? Because now you can focus on, recharging and focusing for next week. It's never wrong to walk away with 300. That's actually absolutely, that's a skill, okay? And you can still, focus, relearn, rewind, and get some energy for next week. So excellent job, Chaz. And guys, we are underestimating how much mental skill does it take to be able to walk away after a loss. It takes a lot of energy, a lot. We totally underestimate that, in my opinion. Huh. I was just reading something. I'm sorry. I was just reading an article. Sit on your hands, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah. Walking away with manageable losses is one of the biggest struggles and one of the biggest skills to have as a trader. So, yeah, and ES look like, yeah, look at that. ES still going down. And this one still wants to go lower. What the heck is going on? Huh. You know, the problem with this is that I'm too much scared of a possible bounce. So if you would enter a short position here, it can just easily do this. And that is something I'm not doing. Oops. That is definitely something I don't want to do. Oh, daily fair value gap. Totally forgot about that, man. We're talking about this here? Or this one here? It has been rebalanced, so Ionix, I mean, with one micro, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, July 17. Oh, that's June. Come on. Oh yeah, right here. Let's see. Oh yeah. The one above too. Yeah. Man, look at this. Look at the that's just the 3 minute, but look at the 5 minute. I don't like this. This is like almost ready to bounce and sweep everybody with the short orders there. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that would be great. But until then, I mean, I just have nothing here to go for. Rob Barry, I have no idea why he's dropping. It could be just a higher time frame correction. No news as for now to support the drop here. There's a New York session, AM session low at 142. ES is going for the order block. It feels like it. Absolutely no idea. Nothing. Is this has to do something with the tariffs maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Trying to figure it out myself as well. Feels like NQ is just following up on ES. NFP leak, maybe. You think so? Could that be the issue? Oh wow, look at gold. And just like that, we're going down again a little bit more. I don't know, some information maybe is leaking. I don't know. Exactly, and yeah, absolutely, guys. We're not talking about it, but this is NFP Friday, so you know, gotta be careful. Exactly, could be manipulation or the market pricing in for a rally. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. This AM session low has been taken. I'm not chasing it. I don't have an entry. This is typically, I mean, when the market is trending, I usually have way less opportunities to enter. And gold has also nothing to offer here. I was kind of trying to go for that CB up there, but it took me out. So I'm just going to wait. Seems like wants to go for that Asia low. Actually, let me look this a little bit closer. Okay, that's a bullish order block, man. Okay. How did I not see this on a gold? Why did I not see this earlier? Demand zone. Can we go lower? No, not that, not that. Not that either. Does gold want to go down into that area? I don't know. Maybe it just might. That order block starts at 33.8. I took a short on gold. I took a short position on gold. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Okay, here's the trade. It's in drawdown, don't worry. No one wants the dollar anymore. What's happening? Uh-huh. That dollar looks interesting. How's euro dollar, by the way? NQ is there. NQ still going down. Still just going down. Super J, hey, what's up? Passed the evaluation, congratulations. First time, received the email and account has been disabled. How long is review? You have to wait until, if you passed it this session, then you have to wait maybe until New York session, worst case scenario until Monday. Super J. With a bit of a luck, I mean, if you passed it in this London session, you might have to wait for the dashboard to update on the website, which means that's going to be on a Monday. So on Monday, you will have everything. The funded account, activation credit, you will have everything there. But it takes some time. Man, my gold trade is not looking good. Yeah. Try to finish 2 evals twice. Yeah, the bounce is dangerous. And I look at that. It seems like, I mean, it tapped on the downside of that AM session. And unfortunately, my gold trade is toast again. And there's a level up there at maybe 42-ish I can use. Let's see if this one's going to utilize this area. And just drop lower. My position is in a nice drawdown. I don't like this. NQ still seemingly wants to go down, but barely tapped you out. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, probably Monday. Yeah, the dashboard needs to update. Exactly. Yeah, gold can bite back. It's definitely it's definitely something that can mess up everything. Oh, look at NQ. Wow. Wow. Okay. Customer is not the best. Yeah, the online. Yeah, it's definitely not some. You have better chance, Super J, if you're looking for support during the New York business hours. Sometimes I used to wait 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes until someone from support comes around. But otherwise, all is good, but support should be a little bit faster there. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, this is gold. NQ is down there. The only thing we're left with is the pre-market open to show us something, how the stocks are going to behave. So second try on gold. Now I'm looking for a short. I'm not really, how should I say, excited for this trade now. I'm just looking for the demand zone down there based on the 1-minute chart, but that's it. At least I could get back some of the loss and maybe slightly end up in a positive territory. 2 weeks ago. I had that too. Yeah, I sent them an email and I got a reply 3 weeks. It took them 3 weeks to reply to my email. I know. That happens, unfortunately. Yeah, it happens. Okay, here's the gold trade. It's only 4 micros, not a big deal. Not this one. Position. It's like 50 bucks. I can make about 150 or $30. That this is a funded account, of course. So in London session, I take it anytime. Short the silver bullet on gold, go light. The 5-minute chart. I mean, the 5-minute looks good if this was what you're referring to. We had the fair value gap. So obviously, this shows a... I mean, we had 2 entries. So one entry was here. Both of them were kind of valid because the draw on liquidity, I thought it's going to be up there on that fair value gap, which starts up there, 57.6. But price then took me out. Now there's a 1-minute demand zone down there starting yesterday, and it's actually valid. These 2 bearish candles, now it feels like gold might want to take that, so we'll see. My entry was based on the 1-minute chart, and it's still a very ugly entry. Should have taken this much higher. Risk to reward is still okay. .5 points on ES. Nice. Yeah, ES is, look at how close it is to that 1 hour order block. NQ might just follow. Anyway, still have 7 minutes. NQ is still struggling. Taking risk off, nice. Yeah. It's just better sometimes to take the risk off. It's not helping, you know, NQ and ES going down this much. It's not helping my gold short, that's for sure. It's not helping the gold short position. But no problem. I'm still looking for that zone down there. I mean, it has to take some liquidity, I think. As for NQ, that is it. Oh, NQ can always can always prove us wrong. Going down 100 points here and there, especially when we look at those levels back in April. Oh, divergence. Those are good for scalping, right? Okay. All right. What is happening? Gold trade is still there. We have the pre-market open real soon. S&T with D past week low. Well, maybe. Let's see the pre-market open. What's it gonna bring? What's it gonna show us? 10 seconds. All right. Careful with the long positions though. Here's the pre-market open. Gold is going down. Oh, Nvidia opened up with a gap. Tesla also. That doesn't mean anything though, but NQ slowly going lower. My gold trade is not looking good now. This could be a possible long entry based on ICT terms, you know. Market structure shift, fair value gap. I would say this could be a unicorn entry. I'm just a little bit scared to enter now. Should I enter or should I not? I don't want to catch the falling knife here. That's the problem. I feel like if this one is inverting this gap at 150, can still go lower. My gold trade is still there. And let's just see. Abhishek, hey. Good to see you. Yeah, the bulls are definitely gone for vacation. It seems like we're trapped with the bears for now. But look at that. NQ is still fighting. Just like ES. I'm not trusting this this move to the upside. Good to see you, Abhishek. I don't know anything about flash sales. I mean, there's something cooking in the background. That's all I know. But the details are coming later. That really, honestly, I would leak some information for you guys, you know. But I really have no idea about the details. Something is going to happen, hopefully. Stick around, you know. But there's always something cooking in the background. Oh yeah. This is a tricky spot because, you know, if we go by the classic entry terms, we would go long here. But I'm not trusting it, especially because ES is so close to that order block. I'm not. If ES starts to go lower, then this move is not gonna be valid. I'm just gonna stay out of this long position. Something. Look at that. It's gonna happen. Don't worry. Okay. So far, here's the gold trade. Still in it. In it to win it. No, I use the same concepts on gold. Everything is the same when I'm looking for targets, when I'm looking for my entries. Absolutely the same concept. The same zones, same displacement, ICT 2022, everything is the same. I'm not overcomplicating it with other concepts. Rabir, I'm short on gold. I'm short. I'm trying to target that 33.4. Actually, my target is 33.8. Not a big trade here, but it's on a funded account at least. Trying to make around 100 and I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so tired. 150 bucks maybe. So not a big trade. It's very slow, yeah, Tim. It's very slow as usual. And as for NQ, this is exactly why I said it's a tricky one. Look at the 1 hour. Look at the 1 hour gap here. It's like kind of inverting this, and if it does, you know, it can very easily go even lower. Kind of curious how this is gonna close. Look at this. Oh man, it's a dangerous situation. You know, especially when ES starts to continue lower, then NQ can follow. Let's just see what happens here. For now, technically, it could still be a valid position to go long on NQ. Just saying. Depends on how badly ES wants that low. Back into this gap. Watching ES as well. Gold trade is still there. I mean, if it builds a structure, it could be good. Yeah, as you can see, ES also is kind of holding this area here. Let me give it a little bit. Yeah, let's do this more transparent here. Order block on NQ. Oh yeah. Yeah, risk management is the key, basically. All strategies, lots. Yeah, exactly. Like so many strategies out there that can work out. Even if you're just making some decisions based on intuition, that's also good. If you have a good feel for the market, but it all comes down to risk management. Exactly. That's all. So many different ways also to manage risk, depending on the account as well, account size, profits, levels, you know. I think there's two kind of risk management. There's also like there's positions, and there's also like multiple account management. Because some accounts you might want to take more risk, so some accounts you might want to avoid taking more risk. We are basically risk managers. That's what we are. That's what we do. This market feels weird. I don't know what NQ or ES wants to do now, but this market is weird. The gold trade, unfortunately, is just back to break even. Do you take more risk depending on account size? Yes, sometimes, yes. So if I have a healthy buffer, and especially if I'm, for example, above some safety threshold levels, I can size up if I see a real good setup, or maybe if I'm scalping a little bit, you know, just to be in and out of the position as fast as possible. I can do that. Look at that. NQ now going even lower. Wow. VSM Danny, welcome. Thanks for joining the channel. Thank you for the sub. So NQ is still going down. Yeah, BSM. I trade during London kill zone, and I also trade New York at 9:30 Eastern Standard. So I start streaming around 9:30 Eastern Standard until 11, and then I go to MyFunded TV nowadays. But otherwise, I'm here every day from around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard to somewhere between like 4 to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard. Yeah. I'm here every day, basically. All week, every day. Yannick's negative 200. I know what you should do. You should just walk away. Just like I'm going to walk away. Whatever happens to this position. I don't know what gold is up to right now. But it's just, look at how crazy it looks. I don't know why it does this. My gold trade is stuck. It's not going for the zone. They want to go. Yeah. Even if I'm looking at the 5-minute, that's cool, but you know, if it goes higher than this 41-ish area, it might just wants to leave this level, and so I'm just not interested in that. Maybe I should have put my stop higher, but because my entry was a little bit sloppy and delayed, I don't want to mess around with it. So if it takes me out, then all right, I accept it. Optimal trade entry would have been at 39.5. Yeah, I missed it. Have you ever traded GME? No. No. No, I nothing wrong with the question, but I never ever. I have not. NQ is stuck here. Gold is stuck. Actually, the gold trade is not good. It's not. I'm afraid this is we're just stuck here in this area. What can we do, right? What can we do? NQ also stuck here. No, I don't trade options. VSM. I was actually I wanted to look into options. Maybe I will, but no, so far not. So far, no options yet. Whoa! LSA or LC, thank you for joining us. Good to buy gold now. Well, I'm still sitting in this short position. Bailey says no. What? Bailey never sleeps. Bailey never ever sleeps. Oh, Clarence, getting home from hospital. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. We don't know yet. There's no specific news. Is it has to do something with the tariffs or just a higher time frame correction? Still just guessing. Eat language. That's always something you can do. You can do it at work. Ah, that's good. If you can trade at your workplace, that's just a special extra for you. Yeah, the learning curve, I heard that options could be a little bit of a bumpy road. But I guess if someone starts to master it, it's a good thing. Yeah, market makers could be taking the big profits. Big boars. Big beers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome. Good to see you. Alright, so this trade is going nowhere right now. And NQ is also going nowhere. This whole situation is just going nowhere. Thanks for joining us. I'm in a gold short, but I'm having less and less hope that it's gonna prevail. I already tried a long position earlier from here. Took me out because I was aiming for a fair value gap. Now that I thought that the market has shifted, I thought we're gonna go for that demand zone, and you know, most likely it seems like it's gonna take me out, and that's gonna be it for now. Otherwise, I haven't really didn't do anything with the NQ, as it just keeps going down and down. I'm not touching that, but unfortunately my gold trade is going to the dumpster as well. The only thing I could do is maybe to push the stop up to 44.8. But I don't want to do that. I'm not going to mess around with the stop. I'm just going to accept the losses, and that's it. So, on NQ, no. I haven't traded on NQ this morning. We just started to see the drop. I was kind of looking for some zones or levels that I can go for, but nothing so far. So I just, you know, I'm just watching from the sidelines. Could be. It could be pivoting. The only thing on ES is like we're so close to that 1 hour order block. And that's why I think it should be pulling down NQ a little bit more further. Ah, you're waiting for pullback. Oh, nice. 1000%. That is awesome. Congratulations, VSM. Wow. Yeah, the learning curve, that could be exhausting, especially with options. Financially as well. But hey, you gotta feel the pain to be successful, I guess. Yeah. Two years of losses. I totally feel you there, because it took me many years as well to get some payouts finally. And one thing I learned as well on the hard way, I mean, obviously it's not options, but that I need to be patient so many times. Especially, for example, today on NQ. I'm just like, a few years ago, I would have been pushing the button left and right on NQ if I see this. And probably I would have chopped myself up, even on a trending day. Because that's how stupid I was. But ever since then, if I don't see those levels that I'm looking for, I'm just not entering the market. And that helped me a lot. So, oh man, it took me a lot of pain and struggle and losses, tears and sweat. Anyone see support NQ at 147? Let's see. NQ 147. Yeah, there was a AM session low, I think. Here, that's 142. I mean, this was a New York AM session low. Yeah, it's 10 AM. Now seemingly it turning into support. Yes. $40K on the dump. Wow, congratulations. $40K on the dump today. Nice. Cash on hand. Exactly. Exactly, Kelly. That's a fact. Sometimes it's just better off to be off the markets. Much better to be off the markets. Sorry if sometimes I do have a hard time to express myself in English, but Hungarian is my native language, and especially when I'm super tired like today, it's just hard to find the exact words to express myself, but I try to do my best. I'm waiting for weekly fair value gap. No, but I wish to. I want to. Actually, I was investing into real estate 10 years ago, but I want to invest. And not just here in Hungary, but I have some connections in Croatia at the seaside. Some nice places there. But I'm looking into, so if and definitely not just if, in the future, my future plans is that as I scale up my business, and maybe I will sell some things here and there and make some more money, I'm definitely going to channel my savings into real estate. That's definitely one of my long-term goals, is channeling my investments into real estate in the future. So the way I look at myself when I will be much older is that I want to have as much real estate as possible. So obviously when I will be like 80 years old or 100 years old, even if the markets will be still here, I don't want to day trade, obviously. I want to make long-term living of real estate. Hey, thank you, VSM. Look into Italy. Interactive brokers. That's cool. Be a landlord. Something like that, but not just for apartments, but maybe for land, as well. I mean, like, what's it called in English? Those kind of lands that can be rented out to farmers. Or, you get some extra interest for the land. Anyway, I can't express it. Yeah, why not live in dividends instead? No tenants headaches. Yeah, that's also something I'll be looking into, Clarence. Yeah, dividends also something I'm actually thinking of. Obviously, have to be careful and wise to look around what kind of dividend, what kind of area I would be looking for. Yeah, Bailey. Yeah. Exactly. So, but that's also something I'm interested in. Gold is stuck here. Official. That's official, everyone. I don't care. NQ. Look at ES. ES wants to go for the order block, everybody. It just wants to go. And here's another AM session low here. So tempting to chase it, right? You really want to chase this price action, but I'm not going to. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna leave that gold trade as it is, but I'm not gonna chase NQ. I'll be back for the New York session as usual, and my funded TV today as well. Sorry if this was a bit boring, but you know, I'm just not chasing this if I don't see a level. And here you go, taking out that low. Watch out for ES. If it takes that order block at 307, there might be a bounce. Who knows? 1 hour order block. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support my channel, please don't forget to use the TOMSABO code. Works for all of these prop firms. I know some sales has ended yesterday, but there's still some good ones going. Check out MyFundedFutures, Take Profit Trader, TRADEIFY is still good. Okay, and you know, we still have Bulenox. Apex is back to 80%. I mean, Bulenox is at 75, but option 2s as well. Funded Futures Network. Go check them out. And thank you so much. I appreciate it for every support. Exactly, VSM. So, God bless you all, and I'll be seeing you later in New York session. All right. God bless. Cheers.